So, you got a raise. Congratulations! Maybe you landed a new, better-paying job. Awesome. Your first thought might be about all the cool new things you can finally buy. A bigger apartment, a fancier car, more expensive dinners out? Hold on a second. Before you upgrade your entire life, we need to talk about something called lifestyle inflation. It's a sneaky trap that can eat up your extra cash faster than you can say designer coffee. Lifestyle inflation means that as your income goes up, your spending also goes up. Often it goes up at the same rate or even faster. You start making more money, so you start spending more money. That new couch seems essential. Those extra takeout meals become a habit. Suddenly, that bigger paycheck doesn't feel so big anymore. It's like a quiet, invisible force that slowly expands your expenses to match or even exceed your new income level. This isn't a problem for just a few people. It's incredibly common, and it can happen to anyone if they're not paying attention. If you let your spending grow wildly every time you earn more, you'll stay stuck. You'll be running on a financial treadmill, working harder, but not actually getting richer. You might feel like you're living a better life, but you're not building security. You're not creating freedom. The good news? You can totally beat this. You can earn more and build wealth. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about being intentional with your money. It's about deciding what a rich life means to, and then using your money to achieve that vision. This essay will show you how lifestyle inflation works, why it's so tempting, and most importantly, how to fight back. We'll look at practical steps you can take to make sure your increased earnings lead to increased wealth, not just increased spending. Get ready to take control of your financial future. It starts now. Let's get real about why lifestyle inflation happens. It's not just about being careless with money. There's some serious psychology at play here. When you get a raise or a bonus, your brain often goes into, "I deserve this" mode. You've worked hard, right? So you feel entitled to treat yourself. This deserve factor is powerful. It makes spending feel justified, even necessary. It's a reward for your efforts. And while rewarding yourself isn't bad, it becomes a problem when every income increase automatically triggers a permanent increase in your baseline spending habits. Then there's the social side of things. We humans are social creatures. We look around. We see what our friends, family, and colleagues are doing. If they're upgrading their cars, taking fancy vacations, or moving into bigger houses, it's natural to feel a pull to do the same. This is the classic keeping up with the Joneses syndrome. Nobody wants to feel left out or like they're falling behind. So when your income allows, you might start spending more to match the perceived lifestyle of your peer group. Marketers are also incredibly good at their jobs. They know exactly how to tap into our desires and aspirations. They bombard us with messages that equate happiness and success with owning more stuff, newer stuff, and more expensive stuff. That new phone isn't just a phone, it's a status symbol. That luxury car isn't just transportation, it's a statement about who you are. Consumer culture constantly encourages us to upgrade, to want more, to spend more. And finally, there's the simple allure of short-term gratification. Spending money feels good, at least for a little while. Buying something new can give you a quick hit of dopamine, that feel-good chemical in your brain. It's an immediate reward. Saving and investing, on the other hand, often involve delaying gratification for a future benefit. This can be harder to do, especially when you're feeling flush with new income. Understanding these psychological drivers is key to recognizing and resisting them. So what does lifestyle inflation actually look like in day-to-day life? It's often not one giant, obvious purchase. It's usually a series of smaller, seemingly justifiable upgrades that slowly add up over time. Think about your first job. You probably lived pretty frugally. Maybe you had roommates, drove an old car, and cooked most of your meals at home. Then you got a promotion. Suddenly that tiny apartment felt too cramped. You deserved your own place, right? And maybe a slightly newer car because your old one was becoming unreliable. Let's look at transportation. When you first started working, maybe you took public transport or drove a very basic used car. It got you from A to B. As your income increased, perhaps you decided you needed a nicer car. Not just a reliable one, but one with leather seats, a sunroof, and a fancy sound system. Then a few years later, with another raise, maybe you upgraded again to an even more expensive model or a luxury brand. Each upgrade came with higher car payments, more expensive insurance, and pricier maintenance. Your transportation costs quietly ballooned, eating up a significant chunk of your raises. Housing is another big one. That starter apartment or small house was fine for a while, but then you got married, or you just wanted more space. So, you moved to a bigger place. This meant a higher mortgage or rent payment. It also meant higher utility bills, more furniture to buy, and potentially higher property taxes. Each move felt like a step up, an improvement in your quality of life, but it also locked you into significantly higher recurring expenses. And don't forget the everyday stuff. Remember when a simple coffee was fine? Now maybe it's a daily $7 latte. Eating out once a month used to be a treat. Now, you're dining at trendy restaurants several times a week or ordering expensive takeout most nights. These small upgrades in daily habits can collectively make a massive dent in your increased earnings, leaving you with little to show for it in terms of actual wealth. Section 4. Taking control, smart moves to beat lifestyle inflation. Alright, enough about the problem. Let's talk solutions. Pay yourself first. Automate savings and investments. Set clear financial goals. Practice mindful spending. Celebrate smartly. Enjoy without increasing recurring expenses. Section 5. The big payoff. Living rich by spending smart. The ultimate payoff is achieving true financial freedom. This means having enough money saved and invested that you no longer have to worry constantly about bills or unexpected expenses. Controlling your spending allows you to reach your big financial goals much faster. It's about making conscious choices that align your spending with your true values and long-term aspirations. Financial discipline is a superpower. It gives you control, security, and the ability to say yes to what truly matters.